When someone twists your words, they're not mishearing you. They're rewriting the narrative. And if you don't take control, their version becomes the truth that your team follows. So, welcome to Solving People Problems, the show where leaders come when the people part of the leadership is the hardest part. Now, I'm Brenda Neckbottle, and I've spent 30 years in HR, crisis management, and handling the kind of workplace chaos that no one ever warns you about. Every episode, we get straight to the point. Real problems, real people, real solutions that you can use today. No theory, no sugarcoating, just the tools you need to lead with authority, protect your sanity, and keep your team performing at its best. Now, you've been there. You've made a point in a meeting, clear and direct. And 2 hours later, you hear it repeated back in a way that made you sound weak, inconsistent, or worse, even wrong. And it's not an accident. It's not a slip. It's a tactic. Because twisting words isn't about clarity, it's about control. And it gives them leverage. It puts you on the defense and it chips away at your credibility without them ever raising their voice. And here's the danger. If you let it slide, the room doesn't know the difference. They only hear the version that was repeated the loudest. And silence means agreement. Now, here's what works. That's not what I said. Let me reinstate it so we're all clear on the direction. That's it. That one line, it cuts off the twist totally immediately. It reclaims authority without apology, and it resets the narrative so your words stand, not theirs. Because leadership isn't about hoping people hear you, it's about making sure your clarity outlives their spin. Now, can we agree that every time you let someone twist your words, you're not being gracious, you're handling them your credibility? How many of you have walked away from a meeting replaying how your words got reshaped into something that you never said? How many of you have stayed silent because you didn't want to seem defensive, only to realize the false version stuck? And how many of you felt that your authority, it just is eroding, and not because of what you said, but because of what somebody else claimed that you said? And listen, I realize this, that credibility isn't lost in what you say, it's lost in what you allow others to rewrite. Because if you don't protect your authority by defending after the fact, you protect it by correcting it in real time. You don't build trust by letting others frame your words. You build it by anchoring clarity the moment it's challenged. And if you don't lead by hoping people sort out the truth, you lead by making sure they don't have to guess. So here today, I want you to look at this question. So where in your leadership are you letting other people's spin become the story? Where are you hesitating to correct even when you know the twist is costing you? And what would change if the next time someone bent your words, you calmly reset the record in front of everyone? Your words are your authority, so guard them in the moment, or you'll spend weeks undoing the damage later. Now that ends today, and on October 22nd in Virginia Beach, my Leadership Unleashed live event will show you what to say, when to say it, and why it works. So tense rooms settle and the team moves. It's not just another leadership event. It is the one room where you will finally get the tools to deal with the chaos no one warned you about. Employees who push back, performance that slips, and team dynamics that drain the life out of your leadership. So join me and two Navy SEALs for a full day of high intensity reset that's going to help you shift how you lead under pressure. Because truth, clarity, and control didn't happen by accident. You build them. Seats are limited, and we have a few VIP spots still open. So go to leadershipunleashedlive.com and book your spot.